Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I will be talking about some TIPID tips for an international student. As you can see, I am trying to put everything out while I'm still an international student myself, because in 2 weeks time I will be finally graduating, and I just wanted to share everything to you, all the tips and the learnings that I had during my stay here as an international student while it's still fresh in my mind, in my head. So this video is specifically for international students here in Canada, but you can also try searching the same things in your country as well. So let's start. The first one for my TIPID tips is to get a library card. As a student, we need a lot of books for reference, and sometimes some professors requires us to buy books. But if you have a library card, you can save some books and also some space for your place. So the public library here in Toronto is all connected. You can get a library card at any branches near you. And once you get the library card and your card number, you can go ahead to the Toronto Library.ca or Public Toronto Library.ca and log in to see the books available for you. You can loan the book for 21 days and you can just pick it up to any branches near you. So this feature is really cool for me because I can read a lot of books without even buying it. So super TIPID tips siya for an international student or for someone who just loves to read. And also, if it's not available to your branch, you can request to deliver it to the branch near you, or you can just go ahead and pick it up to that branch. And if you're a fan of ebooks, you can just download their app. It's called the Libby app. I just recently discovered it during pandemic because the public library is closed sometimes. On the application, you can just log in your information, your card number and your password, and the same steps and rules applies. You can loan your ebook for 21 days, and if someone has already loaned the ebook, you can wait for them. You have to reserve that book or put it on hold, so you will be the first on the line. So the next one is to borrow your school's laptop. When I came here, I didn't bring my laptop because first, it's old. Second is they say that it's much better to buy a laptop here because it's much cheaper. So when I came here, I bought the cheapest laptop, which is the Chromebook, and it turns out that it doesn't have this lockdown browser that I need for my exams. So it's useless, and plus it's super slow. So what I did is whenever I have exams or quizzes that needed a lockdown browser, I just borrow Lindsay's MacBook, or sometimes I borrow the school's laptop if I'm at school using my ID card. So it's super easy. There are also some, it's not a vending machine. I don't know what it's called, but it's super cool. Let me just show you the video. So the next one is to get a PRESTO card. I've talked about this PRESTO card in my recent videos, First Things to Do in Canada, and I think it's a count as a TIPID tip for me because when you apply it as a post-secondary user, you can have a cheaper fare, of course, compared to an adult. Plus, if you use it for a monthly pass, then you can have a much cheaper fare. So during my school days, I always have a monthly PRESTO card, especially on times where we had a lot of site visits in the downtown area, and my school is in Scarborough, which is a bit far away. By using this PRESTO card, it gave me a peace of mind that my allowance, my transportation allowance for the month is fixed. So if you're the kind of person who loves to go out, then this option is really good for you. Next up is to use the school study room instead of going to cafes. Well, there's not much cafes near my school anyway, unless you're in downtown, but I don't want to go all the way there just to study. Plus, TIPID tips nga tayo, diba? So what my friends and I do sometimes is to rent the study rooms online using the school's website, and these study rooms are really nice. Some student rooms includes a TV, so whenever we have reports that we have to record, that's when we book a room and then we do the report there. It's quiet, it's private, and you can rent all the equipment. The next is to avail student accounts for Amazon using your school's email. So when you study here, the school will give you a specific email that you can use to contact your professors, your classmates, basically the email that you will use specifically for school stuff. And also you can use this email to apply for some student discounts for some apps. And for me, what I did is to connect my school's email to my Amazon account so that I will have a student discount. The Prime discount is much cheaper, of course, than a regular one. Plus, you will have a 6 months free of Prime membership. So if you plan to buy a lot of things during those months, then that is the best time for you to apply for a student membership. Next one is to get a student banking plan for 0 monthly fees. So this one I also talked about on my first things to do before you come here to Canada, but this also counts as a TIPID tip for me because it can give you a peace of mind of not having a monthly fee on your bank. Plus, what I love about this is my credit card. As I said, this is the first time that I have used credit card in my whole life. I see credit card before as something bad because it's not your money. Of course, it's a loan. Basically, it's a loan. And if you can't pay it back, you will have interest. But it's actually good if you use it properly. You can have a lot of points. You can have free movies and food by just spending. And what I did for my credit card is I use it to pay for my tuition fees. Like for example, last semester I paid for the last tuition fee that I will be paying for my stay here. So I transferred the amount to my credit card and that's what I used to pay for my tuition fee. And because of that, I had a lot of points on my card. So next one is you can use your school's gym. This is for athletic people, but as an international student, we paid a lot of tuition fees, right? So as much as possible, use all the facilities in your school and make the most out of it because diba, sayang. So for my school, we have a gym, we have a squash court, we have a wall climbing activity, we have a basketball court as well. We also have billiards. So make use of all the resources. So my friends and I used the gym and the squash court just so we can get a taste of what we've been paying. Next one is to join your school's trip. So this one I regret because we didn't get the chance to join any of the school's trips. Oh, we did once. We tried to join on a hiking trip, but it was cancelled due to the lack of participants who joined. But yeah, the fees is a lot cheaper than the regular prices. So better grab those opportunities and make sure to ask your classmates so it won't be cancelled. And the last one is to apply for a scholarship. So I have been applying for scholarship every semester and I have only been approved once. But that helped me lessen the tuition fee as well, even for just a little bit. But please also take note that some scholarships are not available for an international student because once you availed a certain scholarship, you are not eligible to get a postgraduate work permit. So just be mindful of that and make sure that it will not affect your PGWP. So that's it for me, guys. I hope that you learned something from this video. I am trying to document everything that I did while it's still fresh in my mind and while I'm still an international student because I am definitely gonna miss being a student even though I hate it while I'm at it. Yeah, goodbye!